It was to be a night of celebration for the Ramnarace family to bring in 2023. But Saturday night ended in bloodshed with the callous and calculated execution of brothers Jon and David Ramnarace in Belmopan. The siblings were socializing at Jon's residence, awaiting the arrival of several other family members and friends, when a lone gunman entered the yard. The carnage began on the front lawn, where the gunman opened fire on Jon and David. The suspect then entered Jon's home, where his wife, Vivian Ramnarace, and David's common-law wife, Yemi Alberto, were seeking cover. They too were targeted. Information to News 5 is that Vivian Ramnarace was shot as many as 6 times. Her mother spoke with us off camera.
Well, the family is in shock because we never expected something like this to ever happen to our family, you know. These guys are good guys, Jon and Mikey. My daughter, thank God she's alive. It's just something we cannot comprehend. We don't understand why somebody would want to do this to them.
What is even more shocking about the incident is the fact that Jon's 5-year-old daughter was inside the house at the time of the shooting. She witnessed the entire ordeal. The child, however, fled through the back door into the bushes in the darkness to a neighboring home.
When I went to the house, the police were there, and I told him, my daughter lives here, so I want to go inside. No, you cannot go to contaminate any crime scene. So I said, but what we want to know who, because they told me a body was there. Somebody was lying dead. Can we see who it is? No, you cannot. But they said, go to the hospital because your daughter and her husband have been taken to the hospital. But I asked, where's my granddaughter? They said, a neighbor has her. So I picked her up from the neighbor, and then we went to the hospital. And it was just so unbelievable, you know.
Tonight, the family remains in shock as they seek answers for this heinous crime. Brothers David and Jon, by all accounts, were hard-working men with a strong religious background. Jon in particular was known for his conservation work with the Wildlife Conservation Society. He was the developer behind the Fish Right, Eat Right application.
At first, disbelief. And I think as our team learned the news, and it's just been a very shocking news, and it's shaken our team because indeed WCS is a family of people that work together. We spend most of our time together, you know, working on various initiatives, and Jon was very, very friendly and was involved in so many awesome things. And he loved cooking. He loved to do all sorts of things for his home and his family. Of course, this is very, very sad news for us, but it's also sad news for the entire conservation community. So his experience was fairly new for himself in conservation, but we know he would have been around the practitioners because his wife has been a career conservationist or a fisheries in the fisheries sector with the department.
Police investigation into Saturday night's double murder continues, and so far an arrest has been made. 36-year-old Elmer Na has been slapped with a slew of charges, including 2 counts of murder, attempted murder, use of deadly means of harm, and dangerous harm. Na is a police officer on interdiction following charges related to a drug plane landing in southern Belize back in 2021.
A team of investigators headed by myself, Mr. Greenwich, and Mr. Carcamo, we canvassed the area properly. We talked with people, we viewed video footages, and we were able to gather statements from witnesses who saw what took place. And based on that, we were able to arrest and charge Elmer Na with the crime of murder.
As for a motive, police are still seeking to ascertain a reason for the shooting. Compal Williams dispelled reports that the family was targeted because the brothers were witnesses in the murder of Michael Williams and the attempt on the lives of 2 other men, just 2 days prior.
Certainly that's not the case. The police did not even approach the Ramnarace in respect to that matter or interview them. And they live quite a distance away. It's about 2 streets away. And I have heard the rumors in the public domain that they were witnesses. That is not so.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.